Hi, this is Laura Sorrentino. I am your child's geometry teacher, and I wanted to thank you for taking just a few minutes out of your time to watch this back to school night video that I am making for you. So, here's just a little bit about myself that I shared with the kids. This entire presentation, with the exception of a few things, is exactly what I shared with the kids on the first day of the semester as well. This one's catered a little bit more to you, but the material is still the same. So, a little background on me: I've been at Calico for 22 years, 11 years at the middle school, 11 years here. My hobbies are reading and running and relaxing. I'm obsessed with Wonder Woman. She's all over my room. I mean, who doesn't want a lasso of truth, especially as a high school teacher? My husband and I have been married for 5 years, and we don't have children, but we have a cat named Stella. Okay. So, a little bit about the geometry course and how it's organized. You can see how Schoology is set up on the screen on the left. Everything's going to be in weekly folders. That's going to work while we're in this hybrid schedule, or the 4 days in and the Wednesdays at home. This organization may change as we are all here full time in March, but this is how I have it set up for right now, where everything's in a weekly folder, and then day by day there's assignments within each folder for the kids to check out. Okay. Grading is handled, again, differently quarter 3 than maybe quarter 4 because of the shift in how we are presenting and working with the kids every day. So right now things are chunked into 2 categories. There's daily assignments, and then there's tests and quizzes and assessments are in a separate category. So daily assignments could be homework, classwork, anything they're just asked to do at home, maybe on a Wednesday. That counts as 40% of their grade. And then tests and quizzes and bigger assessments are going to be 60% of the grade. This may change come quarter 4. I may separate homework into its own little category from classwork, from tests and quizzes. So that remains to be seen as we move through the semester. I do not give pop tests or pop quizzes. Your kids will always know when those things are coming. Retesting and requizzing is something we will work on once we are here on a more regular basis and we have focus. There will be times where requizzing is an opportunity that the kids can take advantage of, and retesting, and I will have that conversation with them when those opportunities present themselves. Okay. Advice on taking notes for the kids, especially right now when we're doing a little more video than we normally would be, is I just tell them it's not a YouTube video. So I walk them through and give them advice on how to take notes and physically write stuff down. And just in general, in learning math, you have to pick up a pencil to learn how to do math. It is not a spectator sport. And I use that analogy with the students all the time. Same thing with driving. I say you don't learn how to drive a car because you've been watching somebody do it your whole life. You have to physically get behind the wheel and learn how to drive the car. Math is the same way. If you want to learn math, you have to pick up a pencil, you have to do the math, you have to write stuff down. So I go through a little advice on how to effectively watch a video and take notes, or even take notes from me in class, live and in person. Getting extra help is something in math a lot of students need throughout the semester, so I go through with them the best opportunities to do that. In class, in person, is by far the best way to seek help, and I stress that with the students. Over sending a Schoology message, when you're in the building, come talk to me in person. Utilize that focus time at the end of the day. Or if we're not in school, I definitely recommend a Schoology message and then a Google Meet. So for this first month in February, Wednesdays are going to be a great opportunity to use Google Meets as a chance to get some one-on-one help. Once the Google Meets are gone and the kids are in the building all the time, you cannot beat face-to-face. I put the time there as 7:40 to 3 o'clock because that's when the kids are in the building. And as I mentioned earlier in my intro, I do coach. I coach track and cross country, so it's the spring, so that's track season. So once track season starts, I will leave the building when the kids leave the building around 2:35 to head to the middle school to coach. So after school is not really an option for me right now. I think by now we all know what to do when we're sick, but I definitely encourage the kids to reach out to me with a Schoology message and to check the folders to see what we're up to that day. Okay. We do have an online textbook. We do not have a physical textbook for everybody, but if your child wants to take home a textbook, they can sign one out. But I have not yet, but maybe by the time you see this video, I will have gone over with the kids how to access their online textbook. It is interactive. It's got videos. It has extra examples. I think it's a great resource for the kids. So they will know how to access the book. They will know how to watch the videos. They will know how to turn in assignments, all from the book. The tutorial videos are not the most exciting in terms of a math video, but I do find them very helpful. Okay. My thoughts on this year is I've been so incredibly impressed with the students and the parents. You guys have really stepped it up and just made the most of this year. And these words are not going to change as we move into the second half of the school year. Kids really need to take initiative of their education and take a little bit more responsibility than they have before, because they are a little bit more on their own than they've been. So the initiative is on them a little bit more. And then the flexibility, which I think at this point we have all exercised extreme flexibility. Pivot's been a key word throughout education this semester, and I'm a Friends fan, so I couldn't help but picture the scene every time someone said the word pivot. So my final thoughts, it's been a challenging year, but I am incredibly impressed again by the kids. No matter how difficult this year has been and all the curveballs that have been thrown our way, they have risen to the occasion and they have been amazing. And so have you for being so supportive. So thank you, thank you, thank you for helping your kids at home, for being supportive, and for taking the time to watch this video.